Good morning. I'm here. It's warm for like a second. It's like 50 degrees right now, but it's going to be down to 28 by the end of the day. Why do I live here? Why do I live here, damn it? Rob, good morning. 53 sunny and it's Friday, bitches. Dude, I haven't seen the sun in days. Actually, it wasn't too bad last night. Last night was fairly decent. It felt warmer than it actually was. It was in the 40s, but it felt like it was in the 60s. It was nice. Sun was out. I tore apart a bathroom fan and rebuilt the damn thing, and I was outside for most of it. It was great. It was great, man. Oh, it's nice getting back into my projects, being able to go back outside again. It's lovely. Lovely. Louis here. Louis got a notification today. Hell yeah. And Twitch is already broke, showing chat 3 times. We got same weather. Hey, I hate when it does that. Updated. I'm back. Everything is updated. Fix your shit, Twitch. Manic, what's going on, buddy? Pre-minutes poker isn't bad. I won a few hands last night. No cheating or anything. Granted, I'm on a 1K buy-in tables. Yeah. I don't really play the poker games too often. Just when I'm just chilling, man. I don't want to get into something too crazy. I want to play some games. I don't want to get into too crazy. I don't want to, put too much time and effort into it. If I just want to sit on the couch and, then I'll fire up some poker. It's a good time. I used to play a little bit. I used to dabble a little bit back in the day. My brother did a couple different things. He did a little pool sharking for a while. He got fairly well at it. Poker, I think, was probably the one thing he did really, really well at. And then he moved on from that. It started with paintball. He was all hardcore in that for a few years. Then he moved into pool, and then the last was poker, and he did pretty well at that. Now he runs his own business, and he works 6 days a week, and yeah, he's got a family now, so. Oh, the fun. I just finished the Peaky Blinders movie. Homo Fraggins with a resubby. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome to the re. Started Detroit fuckery last night in Indian Jones. If we can get a squad, though, we can do a private lobby with the homies. Normal poker, nothing fancy. I used to play poker in the poker rooms at casino and online. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to ask you guys something. I can't remember. Must not have been that important. Couldn't have been that important if I forgot it already. I was planning on, won't get into that shit. Oh, got both those done. I have a list of things I got to get done during the day. I make myself a list. Because I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, I got 1,000 fucking things. So if I don't write it down, I'll forget about it, or I get too involved in one project and not go start another project. And oh man, the wife and I were hoping on spending, the weekend trying to get some stuff done around our house and get our lives back in order since January. But no, we're going to be helping everybody else out this weekend again, because that's what we do. Sacrifice, damn it. Sacrifice. Give until it hurts and then give some more. How many times have we gone to the bathroom in our life? Not enough. Chris, how you doing? Bruh? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Anybody hear about the Gypsy Crusader, the boxing match? Is that a game? The Gypsy Crusader? Does it count? I mean, are you just saying like taking a shit, or just like what if I go outside? What if I don't go in a bathroom? What if I go in a bucket? What about all the times I've used the Gatorade bottle here? I mean, what are we talking? How are we tallying this up, guys? I gotta check my IEMs. I swear there's a short somewhere. Weird. Maybe it's just my earballs. I don't know. Fuck if I know. It's a line for a 40-year-old virgin. No, it's not a game. It's a boxing match. Tell us more. I don't really watch boxing. I don't watch boxing, MMA, wrestling, any of that shit. Big Al Max got me to watch some wrestling in the last couple of months. We've been spending a lot of time with him since everything happened back in January. So we've been kind of like in his world, like living in his bubble. And he is a huge wrestling fan. This guy has been all of his life. So he gets all the pay-per-views. They're called premium events now. They're not pay-per-views. But either way, he gets all the big events, all the Monday and Friday, Thursday things. I don't know. He's got wrestling on every day. So, but and some of the people I know, some sound familiar, some I've heard, because of my kids and whatever. But it's not like it used to be. Wrestling's definitely not what it used to be 25 years ago. It takes itself way too serious now. It's like they handle it like it's the Olympics. It used to be just, it was just fun stuff. They kind of now they take acting classes and they put on a show. It's way different than it used to be. Wrestling is real. It is to a certain extent. Yes. It's choreographed dancing. Don't tell him I said that though. He wouldn't like that. I don't really get into MMA or any of that stuff. I don't really watch a lot of television other than movies and certain shows. But last night, the wife and I watched the first Expendables. If we get time this weekend, I like to watch at least one more. We'll see. But there's 4 of them, and apparently there's a 5th one in the works right now. There was like 9 years in between the 3rd and the 4th. I didn't realize that. That's crazy. Anyhow, we have, I don't have that list on me, but I have a laundry list of stuff that we're trying to catch up on, which we're probably never going to make it to now, because now that we're coming into spring, we won't be watching as much TV anymore. So I'm going to have to set a lot of these shows that we've been talking about. It's going to have to wait until November, probably. We'll try to watch a few things, but that time has passed. We've been more than busy usually because we're stuck indoors during the wintertime. We watch more shows, more movies, things like that. But we've been, the wife especially has been extremely busy the last few months. You've never seen that movie? What, The Expendables? No, I took my kids to see all 3 of them in the theaters. The 4th, I'm pretty sure I watched the 4th one with my wife, but neither one of us remember it. Neither one of us remember that movie. It came out in 23, something like that. It was like 3 years old, 22, 23. I don't remember it. I have no idea. I think it's the one that they tried to like shoehorn in a bunch of like newer players, like we're going to pass the torch to you. I don't like when they do that. We had somebody in here yesterday asking us, nice guy. Not that there's anything wrong with his question, but it was yesterday, 2 days ago, talking about Jackass and handing the torch off to some new players. And I don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to continue on. Jackass was cool, but it was those people that made Jackass. It was not necessarily the stunts. It was the people doing the stunts. So changing the people and doing the same stunts doesn't really make sense to me. So I don't know. I don't think we always have to pass the torch to more people. I think we're fine there. We can just end things, right? We can just end things. Chilling like a villain in my truck, rainy up north. Yes, it is. We got a little rain here today as well. It's going to stop soon, and it's going to just get cold. Probably freeze. There's an amateur boxing match between Gypsy Crusader, who's a racist internet dude that just got out of jail, versus a black guy. Got it. I'm glad I have you guys around, because I don't know half of this shit. You guys kind of keep me in the current internet things that are happening. I don't know who they are. I just knew it was a real boxer. Got it. Cool. I don't have a whole lot to go over today, guys. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to games. I'm just trying to make it till next Friday. Next Friday. Really, things start kind of moving around on Wednesday. Crime Scene, is Deja here? Crime Scene Cleaner is probably not going to happen. Just so you know, I'm still waiting on the update that came out yesterday on Steam or the Roadside Research on Microsoft's platform. It's probably going to be a couple days. So when this update hits next week on Thursday for Crime Scene Cleaner, it's probably not going to happen on Xbox or PC, whatever, on Game Pass. So we're probably not going to be playing that. But the 26th is my affiliate anniversary, so we're going to play something. PUBG is its 9th birthday for PC. For PC, we got to be specific about this, okay? 9 years on Monday. So I might do like a clip show or something. We'll go over some old school clips and stuff. I was in the process of putting together another one of those PUBG videos that I did. Maybe I just need to finish that over the weekend if I get any time. Probably not, but maybe I'll just show some clips or something of PUBG, the golden years of the game. But we got to do something to celebrate that, and we got to do something to celebrate on the 26th. But Hitman, we got stuff to do on Wednesday, and then obviously Gray Zone Warfare comes out Friday, and that's it. We're off to the races, and I don't have to worry about trying to find a game every morning to play. So that's where we're at. That's what's happening next week. Rip Chuck Norris. Oh, that sucks. We know the wife and I were planning on watching the Expendables 2 tonight, and I told her that, like Chuck Norris is in that one. I think that's the one where Jean-Claude Van Damme is the bad guy. And they go to some old town, and Chuck Norris shows up for a brief cameo. So we'll have to watch that today to commemorate Chuck Norris as a bad mother trucker. He got tired of Earth and he decided it was time to take over heaven. So $2,500 for self gas pump, $2K for self checkout roadside research. Okay. So when Game Pass gets that update next month, we'll be ready for it. Let's do PUBG on console for old time's sake. Who, me? No. I don't even, like, my console, it's been sitting over by the TV. I don't even think it's hooked up right now. Like, it's probably like 6 updates behind. I mean, maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can work something out. And Big Al Mac's been trying to get me to play as well, and I keep telling him no. If Big Al Mac can't get me to play with him, I don't think anybody can. But I don't know. Maybe I'll play a match with you or something. It won't be on stream because it's not hooked up to my shit. But I don't know. We will see. I was thinking about firing up the PC version of the game and trying to play through that. I haven't played that since November of 17. I think that was the last time I played the PC version of the game. No, I played it in January. That's right. Because when we got it on the Xbox, when it came out, because it came out the 13th of December. And when I was playing on the Xbox, it was so ugly looking, and it was buggy, it was messy, it was so I would fire up my PC and crank the graphics up and play that at like 45, 60 frames in that neighborhood, because that's pretty much all we were getting on the console. And I compared the two of them, and oh my god, it still looked like shit. It still looked like shit on PC, but it looked way better on PC than it did on the Xbox. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. I don't know if any of you guys are like a big Hollywood Bob fan. He's really the only PUBG guy that I watch stream still. Visions from time to time. I like Hollywood Bob. We're very similar people. So Anyhow, he just started a 24/7 channel. There's not a lot of viewers over there, but it's nice because he's 100% into Arc Raiders, probably for another week or two, because that game's dying off right now. But anyhow, yes, I said that. It's nice to go back and watch his old PUBG stuff. So even though it's not a big channel right now, it's nice because people that like Hollywood Bob, that don't really give a shit about Arc Raiders, have a place to go watch his old PUBG stuff. So I've been watching that. It's usually up in the background. Are you going to see Project El Mary? Looks good. I don't know. Is that a movie? Is it a show? Is it something I could stream at home? I go back and watch a lot of our old PUBG footage from time to time. Yeah, like I said, I was putting together a another video. The world famous video that I did last time around. I still love that thing. I play it for myself. I'll be sitting here and I'll be in a creative mood and I'll be editing videos and stuff to put up on YouTube. And then I'll be like, I need some creative juice. So I'll watch that just to get myself pumped up. I love it. Arc Raider will stay until something else comes. Oh yeah, but people are already getting sick and tired of it. Did you see that the reviews for the game they went from what is it, mostly positive, or is it extremely positive to mostly positive? People are getting burned out on the game. There's not enough content there. And I was reading through that this morning and I was like, I said 6 months. I said, once the honeymoon starts wearing off and other games start coming out and, they get to the end of the game, Arc Raiders is going to die out. Look at their other game, the Finals. That game pretty much died out too, very quickly. I didn't even know it was still around. Someone told me the other day it was still around. It's just the way it goes. It's kind of like Call of Duty. Like, it's what Call of Duty used to be. Everybody was hot and heavy on the game when it first came out, and then by spring, pretty much everybody was done, and they'd go play other things for 6 months until the next Call of Duty came out. Kind of where we're at right now with Arc Raiders, but I mean, I don't want it to fail. I'm just saying that. Told you so? I don't know. Either way. Space movie theaters? I was going through some clips the other day, and there was one of it was me, Corbin. You guys remember Corbin Dallas? I think his name is Truth now. I haven't seen him in years, but it was me, Corbin Dallas, Adam Bombard, I think his name was. Adam Bomb, whatever his name was. And then Pat. And I kept throwing stuns at that Bart character. And he was getting so mad. That guy, he was so easy to fuck with because he was so mad. He was so serious all the time. You do anything to the guy and he just flipped. He just flipped himself. Oh, man. I think that's why I ended up leaving the channel. We were playing, we did a return to PUBG or something like that. And I didn't want to. He offered to play, someone left. And I was like, no, I'm good for now. And then he got mad at me and then he just left. I haven't seen him since. Sensitive. Why are you so sensitive, man? The flashbang, yeah. It was so funny. And before that, the very first one, I guess I kind of trolled him a little bit, but I think it was because he just got so worked up over everything. But the one where the spider one, where it was kind of like two clips in one, but at the very end, I cook a nade and throw it on perfectly landed underneath his Jeep and blew that shit up. He was so mad at me. So mad at me. But these were the good old days, man. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. It was a good time. Different times. And then everybody went and got jobs, and I don't see any of those people anymore. Pat retired from gaming, and he is now a pool shark. That Bart guy, he left. I don't know what he does anymore. Corbin Dallas, I don't know what happened to him either. Metal Josh is still around. He's still here from time to time. Louie's still here. Louie's another one of my dogs, my PUBG dogs. We still play games together. The COVID years, yeah. That's really why I started streaming. It was just the right time. There was something happened at home, and I needed to stay home for a little while, for a few months, while we figured some things out. And it was just the right time. And now trying to find hardware to stream was fucking extremely difficult at the time. I paid like $120 for a $30 fucking cheap ass capture card for my computer. And I ended up giving that to Big Al Mac. So trying to find webcams and capture cards during that time was insane. But I'm glad I did. It's been 5 years now, so it's 5 years next Thursday. I've had a very, very good time with it. Learned a lot. Haven't gotten rich yet on it, but it's been a lot of fun. It helped me in other aspects as well. So being in sales for so many years helped me start streaming, and then streaming helped me do some other things in life as well. So I, even though I don't have a million followers and whatnot, this is still something that I really, really wanted to do in life. So I'm glad that I was able to dedicate a few years to doing it. Oh, man. Still waiting for another game like PUBG to come around. Nothing else like it, man. Nothing else like it. Project Hail Mary, science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up alone on a spaceship light years from Earth. Oh, yeah, the Ryan Gosling movie? Yeah. Mark for Life just saw that recently. We'll end up watching. I won't see it in theaters. We don't go to the theater. It's every time we go to watch a movie in the theater, it's a terrible fucking experience. It's either people with their phones blowing up or coughing or talking through the movie, ads. I mean, you got 40 minutes of ads, commercials, trailers, all that shit. Seats are uncomfortable. I don't know. We don't really give a shit about movie theaters anymore. We'll just wait for it to come out and we'll watch it and stream it here in the comfort of our own living room with our own surround sound, big screen, all that shit. Mark for Life really liked it. PUBG has hands down given me more than any other game in history. Friends, great games, money, streaming, and more. Yeah. Again, that was the only other game before that really got my attention that had me playing for years and years and years was Counter-Strike. So it was basically, Counter-Strike came around. That was the game that I could pick up and play all the time. I was highly addicted to the game, playing at a fucking extremely high level, and I I had to give it up. I had to. Some people give up alcohol. Some people, I had to give up Counter-Strike and never touch it again. And I'm glad I have. I'm glad I did, because it was really, really bad. I've never been addicted to anything in my life. The Counter-Strike was close. PUBG comes around, and that was it. DMZ was close. But we'll never really know if that was going to be, the great game or not. It was a great experiment that ended way too soon. But since then, there's really no games that excite me anymore. It's too bad. And I know I talk a lot of shit about the Asian market and stuff, but they did give us PUBG, but it was westernized because of a certain person. So we had 2 previews, 10 minutes in IMAX. Yeah, I mean, 10-minute preview, you might as well just show the whole movie. You're giving away the whole premise. Preview should be 2 minutes max, 1.5 to 2 minutes max. That's all you need. It shows you plenty, gives you enough storyline, gives you enough to get you excited. DeGhost, welcome in, brother. Did you know there are still people playing DMZ? Yeah, the only reason I know that is because I joined a Facebook group years ago when DMZ first started, because I was really, really big in social media at the time, and I was pumping out clips, Facebook, TikTok, Hover, YouTube. I was putting videos out daily, clips everywhere, all social media, and I did that for a year straight. And anyhow, I never left the DMZ group, and it's been quiet for a while, and all of a sudden it just started popping back up again. And it's usually the same thing. People are just mad about the shotguns, which were stupid anyhow, and the RGLs. That's it. RGLs and the fire shotguns, the one-shot shotguns. That's all it is in that game anymore. Nobody wants to snipe. There's no snipers anymore. Nobody wants to fight from afar. Everyone hides in buildings, and it's just a close quarters game. But yeah, there are still people that play the game. I think it's hilarious. It's been 4 years, 3.5 years roughly that they killed the mode off, and people are still playing. It's crazy to me. Rip Highguard. What about sports games? EA Sports. It's in the game. What about sports games? Mario Brothers and the Mandalorian movies. I mean, I don't care about the Mario Brother movies. The Mandalorian, well, I'll see that, but I'm gonna watch it when it comes to streaming. I don't, Mandalorian was great, great show, but the funny thing about the Mandalorian, the funniest thing I think about the Mandalorian is that it was what, halfway in the first season or something, and you find out that his name is Grogu, and there are still people to this day that call him Baby Yoda. I think it's hilarious. I'd still play it if it wasn't for the hackers and lobby crashing motherfuckers. DMZ, yeah, if they would have, I mean, but again, I said when they abandoned it, basically they shut the lights off, left the servers on, they left the lights on, just closed the door and locked it, and then walked away. If they would have balanced and got rid of some of the shit, like the RGL doesn't need to be in the game at all, get rid of that, get rid of the one-shot shotguns, or get rid of the fire shit or whatever, and balance the game a little bit before they left, it would have been a better experience for people. But I mean, without it's Lord of the Flies, basically, without any direction and any parents, any adults over there, it just got crazy. But I have no idea, because I haven't played it since Modern Warfare 3 came out. I played that Modern Warfare Zombies for a couple weeks, blew through all that content, and then I was just bored. So I've moved on in life. Oh yeah, I had to do that in the Kool-Aid Man voice. Are you guys any new news on? Okay, so Blackout's come and gone. Any new news on DMZ 2.0 this year? Is it still rumors? Have they confirmed anything? I don't think they're going to confirm anything until they show off the next game, which will be in what, May, June? When do they do the next COD showcase? Is it early June? I want to say it's right around one of my brother's birthdays. June 4th, maybe, something like that. June 6th, that's my son's birthday. D-Day. D-Day, baby. Going to try solo BlueSec. Is it? I thought it was only in labs for like a weekend, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They didn't add the playlist, right? Someone was telling me that they're going to add solo Blackout today or something. I don't know. Trying to keep up with all this news. I'm not even a Star Wars guy, but I watched The Mandalorian, so I will see the movie. Yeah, my wife isn't really into Star Wars, and she's watched all the shows with me. I think Andor was our favorite. Andor was really good. Ahsoka was okay. Obi-Wan was okay. Mandalorian was pretty good. Boba Fett was weird. I almost like Boba Fett better in The Mandalorian, that one episode where he blew shit up. That was pretty cool. More so than his story, the Book of Boba Fett or whatever. But yeah, there's been some pretty decent Star Wars shows. But she doesn't really know anything about it. It's coming out. Source, trust me, bro. I do think it's coming out though. I think what added more fuel to the fire is that another leaker got caught. Thank God. I hate fucking leakers. They can all fucking burn in hell. This leaker got a cease and desist letter, rightfully so. And then, so as he's out the door, one of the last things he said was DMZ is coming or whatever. So now everyone's like, oh shit, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. It's, it is what it is. The guy had been wreaking havoc for this company, for Activision, for years? It was just, the tax man came a knocking. So I don't know. I mean, maybe, but that's what they said last year. All the leakers said last year and the year before that. All the leakers said it's coming out. And, it just, whatever. Blackout 2 Solos is ready. It's not bad compared to quads. Solo came out a few days ago. Oh, okay. So, are we talking about different games now? Mark's saying it came out a few days ago. Chris is saying it's already out. DeGhost is saying it's coming out today. That's what I heard. 1 o'clock today, something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Is it only available to some people, like the creators or whatever? The pros? I was watching Mr. Soldier 1HD play it last night. I was watching TP. You guys know who TP is? TP? I started watching him during the original Blackout days, 2018. Really good at the game, but he was playing this morning. I thought he was playing solos, but he was in a squad game or something. He was just playing one-man squads or quads. I don't know. They call it quad. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that's the main COD leaker who said it was coming out a while ago. He ain't anymore. Words, yes. Chuck Norris passed today. That sucks. What was he, like 83, 84? I know he's in his 80s. They're talking about two different games. Okay, so. All right, either way, it doesn't matter. And I'm saying, what are we talking about? We're talking about solos in two different BRs. One is Blackout, and the other one is DedSec. It sounds like what I'm gathering here is that Blackout Solo is releasing today, but DedSec Solo has been out for a few days. He was in labs like 2 weeks ago or something, like for a weekend, but now it's been officially released. I don't know. I don't know. No clue. Warzone Blackout, right? Dumb zip lines. Didn't they always have zip lines? I thought they always had zip lines to get up and down buildings. I remember playing Warzone when it first came out. They had zip lines. Did anybody hear about the massive success with Unknown Worlds and Crafton? No, did you hear that Crafton is now doing government? They're handling government defense contracts now. So not the creator, but the parent company of PUBG is now doing government defense contracts for China or South Korea, one of the two. I don't know, some Asian country. Do you think the U.S. will shut down or block PUBG and all the other Crafton games because of that? That was something I wanted to talk about yesterday, and we never got into it. So thank you for bringing that up. 84, 86. We'll split the difference to 85. So he was almost as old as my grandma. That's crazy. I didn't know he was that. I didn't know he was that age. She's not here, but I don't want to say anything bad. Blackout Soul was already out. Was it? All right, I'm so confused now. Everyone keeps telling me, and I read this morning. I keep hearing that Blackout Solo 10 days ago. No way. Blackout came out last Friday. Brother, are you okay? Are you smoking the reefer this morning? Blackout just came out last Friday. There's no way Solos could have been out for 10 days if the game hasn't even been out that long. Black Ops Royale Solo was available yesterday. There you go. Okay. Blackout Solo been out. Warzone has had zip. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought Warzone had zip lines like since day one. I did read somewhere the current administration was thinking of going after Tencent. Yeah, well, because they bought up a lot of shit too. They're a big conglomerate now. I think that pissed off a lot of people because Tencent and Crafton both. There's a lot of games. Again, the Asian market is really exploding. You guys remember the big the British invasion of bands in the 60s and whatnot? We're getting that right now with games. We're getting the Asian explosion across across the U.S. or across the world, really. A lot of these games, especially JRPGs, are really, really big right now. They're making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. LL Cool J would have something to say about that. He's 86. His birthday was 9 days ago. Okay, damn. Yeah. Shit, my grandma just turned 90 in October. Crafton lost the lawsuit and failed a hostile takeover attempt. $10 days ago? Oh, his birthday was 10 days ago. Okay. Do we know what the emergency was that led to his death? He probably accidentally kicked himself. He went to crack his neck and I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but come on now. The Chuck Norris memes and jokes and yeah. What was the one joke? When he did his cameo in the Expendables 2, he did it one of his own jokes. And I think it was, he's like, a snake once bit me. That one. And after 9 hours, or a viper or a python or a viper, I think it was an asp or something. I don't know. It was one of the deadliest snakes. Bit him, and after 9 agonizing days, the snake finally died. One of my favorites is Chuck Norris can kickstart a semi-truck. So many good ones out there, man. I used to have a t-shirt. I think I still have it somewhere. It's older than half my kids, probably all my kids. It said, if you can see Chuck Norris, you're okay. If you can't see Chuck Norris, you may be seconds away from death. And I wore that with pride, man. I love that shirt. I need to go see if I can find it. It's probably all holy, but if I can cut just the image out, I'll have my mom stitch it on another shirt for me. She's been doing that lately. BD Grandma, better than Chuck Norris is right. They report that he was in good spirits and training again, then he died. I mean, 86 years old, boy's back in the gym again. That would be Schwarzenegger too, though, and Stallone. Stallone, I think, is like 76, 75, 76, somewhere in that neighborhood. He's getting up there as well. Chuck Norris once uppercut a horse, and that's how giraffes were made. Yes. I like that. Most don't know this, but Chuck Norris was in every Star Wars movie. He was the Force. There you go. I like that. He was everywhere watching. I love it, man. I love it. If Chuck didn't make it out of 2026, none of us are. That's true. He just got tired of being on Earth. He's like, I need to go handle some shit up top. Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in. Yeah. Do we want to? I mean, it'd be nice. But I don't know. If things escalate in the Middle East, none of us may be getting out of this alive. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Oh, man. I'm going to take a quick look at something here. I was kind of dragging my feet a little bit, hoping that this game was going to get a fucking update today. Please, 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 please. Fingers crossed. Please. Nope. Fuck you, Microsoft. We may all be playing DMZ IRL soon. Fallout, the IRL version of Fallout. Probably. I was in Discord all day yesterday. Holy hell, that was a nightmare. What happened? What happened in the Discord? I tried the incursion update, not impressed, but AI is a little bit better now. Graphics still look mediocre. Yeah, I still haven't touched that game. Research. DMZ first, then Fallout. Oh, I got you. Trying to get a straight fucking answer. Yeah, that's what I always do too. Is that I join the discords of the games to try to get involved in the game, and then it ends up just being a bunch of people like me that want to get answers to questions, but there's no moderators, there's no community leaders, there's nobody there. It's just a holding cell for us idiots, basically. So it's hard. It's hard getting answers. It doesn't seem like there's ever anybody around that can answer your question. They just go unanswered. What did he die from? That I don't know. I have no idea. The dev said all future updates will be synced. But how do you do that when Microsoft is basically king shit and they don't bow to anybody? What are you going to do? Are you going to give it to them 2 or 3 days early and say, once you're done with the process, let us know so we can drop it to Steam at the same time? How does that work? How do you do that? Because everything's held up by Microsoft. So do you go to Microsoft and just hope that they can get it done in 48 hours and then drop it on Steam and hope it lands at the same time? How do you do, as a dev, how do you do that when the company that you're giving the update to wants to go through it with a fine-tooth comb, make sure there's no malware and all that other shit? Because there's sort of a certification process. I've never heard anything positive about it in the 20 years that they've been doing it. It's always sorry guys, our updates, it's ready, but Microsoft has to do the certification. Then it took anywhere from, depending on how big the game was, it would take 24 hours to several days. They hired some famous modder to help with the game, and this was the first update with him involved. Incursion. Yes. Yeah, he supposedly has something really good to do with audio. He's an audio guy, and he's an AI bot guy or something. Yeah. I was reading, that's why I was excited to get back in there and play it, but it got swept under the rug really, really quickly. The devs were in there, they apologize. You submit it to Microsoft early before the date. Right, but how do you know when they're going to submit it? Are they going to communicate with you and say, okay, it's going up right now, and then you push it to Steam at the same time? How does that work? I don't know. I'm just curious. Curious to how they're going to keep their promise when you have a company that drags their feet on certification process. That's all I'm asking. Submit early, get the approval, then drop simultaneously. They do it for COD and all their big games and stuff, so they know how to do it. Well, I mean, also COD is theirs. COD is their game. So the certification process is extremely different when it's built in-house. When you're dealing with these indie devs, different situation. I was arguing with a guy who said that not possible. I was like, all these other games do it. You choose when it goes up after approval process is clear. If it's cross-platform, they have to be synced for sure. Definitely possible. I mean, one glaring example for me was the Crime Scene Cleaner game. That game, it received an update on Steam. Deja came in here. We downloaded it. It had been out for a couple days from what he had told me. We downloaded the game. It wasn't there. It hadn't been updated yet. Another one. My wife was playing Coral Island, and that was on early access on Microsoft. We ended up buying it on Steam because we were just getting sick and tired of the update situation. But it would come out to Steam several days before it would hit that. So again, I think it depends on the developer, how big of a game it is, and if it's made in-house. That all has something to do with the certification process. Now, if they communicate and you give them your I'm a little guy, I'm a little indie guy, and I have a new update for my game, and I give them the update and say, let me know when you're going to push it through so I can do it for that. Will Microsoft do that, or be like, you'll see it when it goes live. You'll see it. We're going to use some old commands. Save $35 on your Udi. You guys remember that? That was, we had a couple big sponsors during the DMZ streams. When we had some big numbers. Javi Coffee was another one of them. Udi. The big ass sweatshirt blanket, just so you know, my wife loves it. Loves that. She still wears that every winter on, like, in January when it was negative 20 degrees for, a couple weeks. that she lived in that thing. So I'm glad I did that. I'm really glad I did that. I got her something nice. Cool. All right. Well, this game is. Let's just take a gentleman's bet here. The game update for Roadside Research came out yesterday on Steam. Well, everywhere else but Microsoft. How long do you think it'll be before Microsoft deploys the update? How long do you guys think that'll be? I'm going to say it's not going to hit until Monday. That's my guess. Because it seems like everybody in the world has to work weekends except for the big companies. I mean, for 25 years, I worked every weekend. So when people say the weekend's off, I'm like, huh? How did you manage that? For a while, I was working 7 days a week. Even though it wasn't legally, you weren't legally able to sell a car or a motorcycle for that. On a Sunday, they still had me working Sundays. I was working 7 days a week for a while. I don't work weekends, Lord's Day. It depends. Depends on what religion you are. It could be Saturday, it could be Sunday. So if you just say I claim them both. My wife tells me all these horror stories of, and I couldn't imagine being in corporate America now compared to 10 years ago. But some of the things that people tell her and try to get out of things or try to get specific days off. And so she told me the story about some lady that had told her that she had to take Monday off because of her religion. And she says, well, what religion are you? I'm Catholic or something like that, or Christianity of some sort, right? And she says, well, don't you celebrate on Sunday? She said, well, Sunday's my Sabbath, so I don't do anything. I'm not supposed to do anything, right? And she's like, okay, so Sunday you just chill. You don't do anything, right? She's like, yes, but I still need a day off. She's like, well, if you take Sunday off, why do you need a day off? So I need a day off to go get all my stuff done. She's like, why don't you do that on your day off on Sunday? She says, because it's my Sabbath. I'm not supposed to do anything. So my wife had a hard time wrapping her head around that. Like, so are you going to work an additional day on Saturday or something? You don't always work Saturday? No. I can't work any weekends, but I also need Monday off. So you want to be full time and work 4 days a week? Yeah, it was. She doesn't work there any longer. I mean, but still, like some of the shit that someone also told her that she couldn't be. She got with a union and a union rep and said she couldn't be fired because she suffered from time blindness. Time blindness. Anyhow, they have to get it out today, hopefully. Yeah, I doubt it. Most days it's 12 hours a day, 6 days a week for me right now. Oh yeah. Fresh out of high school, summer job I did for 2 years while I was doing other things. We were doing pools. We were building pools over the summer, and we would work from 7 o'clock in the morning till 7, 8 o'clock at night every day, except for Sunday sometimes. But yeah, I'm with you, Metal. I've been working ungodly hours all my life. What the fuck kind of law is that? Can't sell a motorcycle on a Sunday? We used to have, I mean, I don't know how it is around, the globe or around the country, but we used to have a law here where you couldn't buy alcohol from midnight, or no, it was 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Or no, it was midnight to 6. If you're at a bar, you could, but you couldn't walk into a store and buy alcohol between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. It was really weird. And fireworks were illegal here too for a while. Now everything's legal, baby. We can smoke our marijuana while we're lighting our fireworks. while right in the parking lot while we're buying alcohol at 4 o'clock in the morning. We can do it all. We can do it all here. Claim both sounds like she's just lazy. Yeah. Are they also a sovereign citizen? They don't need a license. I haven't seen that personally. I haven't heard. I mean, I see videos of that kind of shit going on, but I don't think that really caught on. I don't know. People even claim that shit anymore. You suffer from CRS, like John Goodman and Big Lebowski. I don't bowl on Saturdays. Oh my God. And we allow lame ass excuses like that. AutoZone eats that shit up and I'm over there. Yeah, exactly. Because you want to be inclusive, but we don't have DEI, right? DEI is gone, but now we have to be inclusive of everyone's ailments. So we don't care if you're, we care now. We're back to, you can't be a boy pretending to be a girl, but if you have time blindness, that's okay. So our world is so fucked up right now, man. I don't roll on shabos. Glad someone knows. Memory based. Officer, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, and you don't need a driver's license to travel. Yeah, I've seen some of these videos, and as a police officer, that's probably why, another reason why I would not be a very good police officer. A detective, yes, but a patrolman, I'm gonna tase motherfuckers. I'm gonna beat motherfuckers. I don't have patience for that shit, man. For stupidity. Now you put me on a case as a detective, I'll get the shit done. But a patrolman, not gonna happen. Seeing the direct result of DEI and its fallout right now in Arizona, or AutoZone, yeah. They all get arrested. It's great. Windows broken. I don't want to shoot everyone just because they're stupid. That's what I'm saying, bro. I would be tasing every motherfucker. Do you know that you did not make your, you did not use your turn signal in the last, oh, I don't have to, it's optional. Right in the face. I'm going to tase him in the face. Have a good day, sir. When you wake up. All the good veterans and knowledgeable people were pushed out by cheap, lazy, latent, dumb, cheap employees. Yeah. We're seeing that right now. Oh, I could complain all day about the younger generation, but I won't. Just for a couple minutes. Oh, man. You replaying CSC or what? I'm glad you're here, Deja. I had planned, I'm trying to plan things in ahead now, or in advance, I'm sorry. Next week, I'm trying to put things down for next week to just try to put a schedule together. I'm just trying to make it till next Friday, really, and then I'll be good. But Crime Scene Cleaner, the update comes out on the 26th, right? But after what happened with Roadside Research and then just remembering what's happened with Microsoft in general, there's a 99.9999999% chance that update is not going to come out on Thursday for us Game Pass people. So I plan on playing that game that day because it's also my affiliate birthday. My partner birthday is in May, or is in May. But either way, I just like to put that out there. Although I just saw a video, a cop tased this for, I believe it was 23 seconds. He went into cardiac arrest. Cop went to jail, and they sued and won millions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that. Especially if I was called to like a domestic, dude, someone's gonna get whooped on. It's so bad. I put in my 2-week notice to change from full-time to part-time, and that probably won't last long. Sucks to lose all that time. Yeah. Because you've been there for 25 years. Wasn't this one of your like really close to you after you graduated? This is like one of your first jobs or like your first serious job, something like that. AutoZone. You've been there for a minute. I have to play and beat it before you can play so I can watch, and they are adding new achievements. Good. My uncle is a detective now. When he was a patrolman, the stories he has is insane. He also has a few loose screws, which doesn't help. Exactly. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a trollman. I've asked for raises multiple times. Now now they hire idiots in for about $2 an hour less than me. And yes, it's like my third job in my life, and been there since right out of high school. So yeah, there you go. We've been out of high school. I think we both graduated the same year, 99. So that almost 27 years. Almost 27 years. God damn, I'm in that out of. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, that makes sense because my son will be 27 this year. My oldest will be 27 years old. Same age as Reckless. Pink Penguin, I'm pretty sure. Wild, man. 25 years down the drain because they are so big or blind they can't see. I have pubes older than both of you. So now you know he's not clean shaven. That was one of my questions for him, and I was going to interview him and ask him if he's we going in 70s or we clean shaven. How we doing here? And now we know. Now we know. Oh yeah. Yep. Same age. That sweet 70s bush. I was gonna say, gotta trim it up, make your stuff look bigger. That's right. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Oh man, I'm having a good time just chatting today. So if there's any females in here, I'm looking real quick. No, I see one with there's somebody in here with a girl sounding voice, but I'm pretty sure it's a bot. So I wouldn't worry about it. You get 1 minute for that visual. I almost puked. Oh my God. There's something wrong with all of you guys. There's something wrong with all of you. It's not me. Deserve that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you did. Weak. What's for lunch? Already hungry? Same here. I didn't have any breakfast, man. Breakfast burritos are gone. We're out of bread. I don't know how we're out of bread all of a sudden. I think someone's waking up in the middle of the night and eating all food. I don't know what's going on. So I didn't have a chance for my everything bagel toast. I'm starving already. I have a job to do, sir. Don't say that. All right, I'm gonna go hit the restroom real quick. It is 11:20. We've been streaming for a little over an hour. I am gonna grab some coffee as well. Can I get you guys anything? Grab anything from the kitchen? I don't have anything here, but I mean, you want me to grab you something? I mean, I might have a beer in the fridge. I don't know. You guys can share it all. How's that? I'll be right back. my God, you guys are talking today. I love it. Sorry I was gone for so long. I was in the bathroom and I hear the garage door opening. I'm like, who the fuck's here? What? Who has access to my garage door? It's my wife. I thought she was in Saginaw today. She said she was only up there for an hour. I had to come back and grab a key so she can go do something. So anyhow, I was in there talking with her for a few minutes. Mark for Life's gonna have a beer in like 30 minutes. Dude, I'm with you, bro. Shotgun Fridays. Get some pub mix to snack on. Take a bowl of bar peanuts. Meeting our director of golf, GM that just left, fired a few months ago. All right, grab some of that and what it's called. We used to eat it all the time back in the day. That's half-baked. Good job, man. Should have done more stars. Based. I don't know what based means. I learned that as well. I didn't really know what that was. I had to have my daughter tell me what. So, like the one I had a hard time is if something's cooking, it's good. If it's cooked, it's bad. Which is weird because like if I'm cooking my food, I'm excited because my food's almost done. And then when it's cooked, I eat it because it's done, right? But yeah, it's two different things. It's really weird, man. But again, good thing I have children so they can help me navigate these rough waters. Some slang that usually I have no clue. 43, I can't keep up with the slang. 6'7"? I only know that one because of South Park. 6'7". Yeah, it's English, but just means me's based in reality or factual. I love butter stuff, buttercup, butt stuff. Twice on Sundays is standard. I don't. Lol, Hog, I didn't get either game yet. Lol. Oh shit! What game? I can't scroll back. I missed a lot. What was being said? Mix It Up doesn't let me scroll back through the chat, which is kind of shitty. Comedian killed Tony. She said anal was currency at Burning Man. Did you see my message about Chuck Norris? Yes, we were all talking about that. I had to, when I was in the bathroom and I was like scrolling, I saw that it said he was hospitalized, but there was no update on it. It was 15 hours ago. I'm like, why was he hospitalized? They were saying he's dead. So then I had to search it. And right when I was like, is Chuck Norris dead? That's when I heard the garage door. I'm like, oh, zip up and who's here? He's 86 years old. Just celebrated his birthday last week, 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, whatever. So sad he's a legend. Expendables 2 tonight. That's what I was saying. See, like, you're in my head, man. You're in my fucking head. That's what I told. I was like, we watched Expendables 1 last night. We were gonna watch 2 tonight. And now that Chuck Norris died today, in his honor, we have to watch. We have to watch that. But we have so much to do for everybody else right now that we might have to wait until maybe Sunday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We got a full fucking day, man. If it's cooked, that's like burnt meat. You cooked it. No, you burnt it. I understand what you're saying. But if you cooked, so if it's burnt, it's good. If it's cooked, it's bad. We did a bunch of our Chuck Norris jokes earlier in chat. Yes. Comic Con is in Toronto this weekend. Oh, Hog told me to get RE, and I asked him about the Crimson Desert game. That's pretty interesting. The Crimson Desert game, I don't really know a lot about it. I just know what I'm reading, and it's the only game currently that you can't use if you have an Intel Arc video card. It doesn't support Intel Arc. And then I'm reading about like people are having like serious bugs in the game. There's a lot of problems. The graphics are great, but then the controls are horrible. So I'm reading all kinds of stuff right now, but it's not a game I would buy anyhow. So I'm not really it doesn't really concern me too much. I try to stay in the know when it comes to just like all things games, just so we can have conversations. But I don't. Yeah. So it makes sense to what I said. All sad I missed it. Are you Chris from Discord? Yes. What I read, Crimson Desert is a 5 out of 10. Yep. And the last thing God saw was a roundhouse to the face, as Chuck Norris said, "You're in my seat." I like that one. I like it a lot. You definitely gotta get Ari Requiem. The devs were cooking hard when they made that. Okay. So did it end up being cooked or burnt? Still trying to figure this out. From who? I don't listen to IGN. They give Call of Duty good scores every year. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of on the fence with IGN. Like 20 years ago, IGN was the source, right? But now, I don't know. Like everything else, and then the whole journalist thing is so convoluted. Anybody with a fucking telephone or a computer is a journalist nowadays. Anybody that has an opinion is a journalist. That's what journalism is now. It's opinion. Your opinion is you being a journalist. That's so it's hard. We don't really have good journalism anymore, right? We don't have we don't have that. There's not many trustable websites. And I know you're like, hey, you post a lot of shit, but I post a lot of shit because I'm also giving you perspective. I'll read something, and it might be 5 or 6 different platforms may agree on the same thing, and then there's one that gives you a different perspective. So I'll post that so you guys see those things. Not that I agree with it, and I don't always agree with what I post. Again, I'm just putting it out there for clarity and perspective and just another point of view. That's what I like to do. I like to add another point of view to conversation. They get paid for sure. Oh yeah. Was it GameSpot? GameSpot was probably they should have shut GameSpot down 10, 15 years ago. Now the only thing cooked about Ari were the Gooners simping over Gray. Okay. All right. That whole sentence was hard to read. Want me to make a sandwich before I go? You can eat whatever you want in the kitchen. It's your food. You can have it. It's all yours. Enjoy it. I like Tom's guide. Yes, I do too. Yes. Yeah. And stuff like that and ratings. IGN just promotes things now. No real journalism or critical reviews. Nope. First Amendment auditors think they're journalists. Yeah. You like mayo? He said he hates it. She knows. She knows. Said, y'all like mayo and mustard together. He likes honey mustard. That's why I put a ring on it. Every time we go out to the restaurant, she'd always order a side of honey mustard for me. Mayo and mustard, interesting. Yes. Oh, God. What was it? I think it was Mark for Life said something yesterday about spreading mayonnaise all over Jason Segal or something like that, and I had to ban him. I had to time him out. the two things he knows that I hate, and he had to just lay it on me like that. Just trying to get a reaction out of me, and he did. He succeeded. He succeeded in his reaction. Honey mustard is fire. Fuck yeah, it is, man. I told you to dip your pizza in mayo. All right, let's time this motherfucker out again. Let's get him out. Which I don't do either. Okay. Then why would you tell me to do it? Mm-hmm. Free to escape. Hey-oh. Good morning, man. How you doing on this beautiful Friday? Can you do hot sauce? If so, how hot? Yeah. Could someone, Mark for Life, but you're really good at this. Can we get a mod? Maybe Mark for Life to give us we need a We need a link to the one chip challenge video. Can someone do that for me? I like hot sauce. I was conditioned as a young child with Tabasco sauce, but I can eat hot shit. I love hot shit. I love it. But I did the one chip challenge years ago when DMZ was just coming around and the channel really fucking started blowing up. I told them, I said, well, as soon as I hit 1,000 followers, I would do the one chip challenge, and we hit it in like a week, 2 weeks maybe, and all of a sudden, that one chip shows up on my doorstep, little hog, says, "You're gonna do it," and I did. It was fucking crazy. Hottest shit ever, man. Oh God. I'm gonna have to try that. Pizza with pineapple and mayo. God damn, dude. So gross. I like mayo on BLT pizza. But you said you were grossed out by mayo. Yeah, hold on. I don't like mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, any of that stuff. It's just gross to me. Now, the only time, and I did say this yesterday, the only time is if my wife like makes BLTs, then I will allow it. But that's just a little bit on each side of the bread. I'm good. Pineapple is the ultimate pizza topping. Let's time this guy out too. He needs to go. Lil Hog put it up there. So there you go. Go watch that. How long was it? Does anyone remember the time? I think it was, how long was it without a drink? I didn't drink anything until the wife picked me up later that day and we went out to dinner, which was a fucking mistake. I know I made it at least an hour and a half with no drink, no food, no nothing. It was gnarly. Habanero or Ghost? Both. The wife got me some Carolina Reaper cheese recently. It's not Carolina Reaper hot, but it had some spice to it. It's nice. That chip was rough. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Would you eat a Carolina Reaper? Yeah, I have. And I would do it again. Yeah. Pineapple Revolution. PD almost died. Dude, my grandma was so mad at me. My grandma was pissed. Because I did it, nobody was home. And that was a bunch of you guys were mad because nobody was home, nobody was here. I was by myself, and everybody thought I was gonna have a heart attack or I was gonna die. My wife was a little upset about it. And then Rick James, I just saw somebody in chat. That's interesting. Just left quickly though. Interesting. Rick James's wife is a nurse, and she had told him that I should have had some ice cream or something in my stomach before I ate it because I don't think I had eaten anything. So it was the only thing in my stomach just causing mass havoc. It was bad. Best pizza toppings: bacon and pepperoni. I'm with you, brother. Huzzah! Does pineapple belong on pizza? It does not. It's outlawed in a couple of states here in the United States. It's not allowed. That was bullshit. That's a bullshit fact. I mentioned the fact you were alone. Yes. But it was going to happen. My wife already knew. She wasn't happy about it, but she knew I was going to do it. And I kind of joked about maybe I'll wait a day or two, but she knew I was going to do it that day. She just wasn't happy that I was doing it. And she almost took the day off to stay home with me. And I was like, no, just fucking go. It's fine, you know? My grandma had no idea I was doing it. I never told her. Which my grandma, by the way, my grandma went through surgery a couple days ago, and she was in stream yesterday, and then she messaged me after stream, and she's like, "I tried, you know, I was there, it was there as long as I could, but I'm on these meds, and I had to get some rest, and you know, I just want to make sure you knew I was there." I was like, "No, I knew you were there. It's all good. Thanks." She's not here right now. She'll probably watch the VOD later, so. Hi, Grandma. That was great. Have you heard the legends? Pineapple, mushrooms, and drizzle Hershey? Are you trying to say Hershey, like chocolate syrup, or what's Hershey? I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm asking a legit question. The bird is the word. I watched in case I needed to call 911. I did not like the idea altogether and really didn't like you did it alone, but you survived barely. Yes. And you know what? That ship's outlawed now because didn't some kid die? Some young kid died, I think, and now you can't even buy them anymore. They don't make them. They're just, that's it. They're done. Oh, and Cool Ranch Doritos on the pizza. What are you doing, man? Grandma's the best. Yes, she is. Dude, watching that video, your mouth turned blue. Marked in chat, did you blow a Smurf? Yes. It was actually black. I'm pretty sure it was black. But it might have made my tongue look bluish. It fucked with a green screen. Didn't I stick my tongue out and you could see through it at one point? I might have, I don't know. It was a mess, man. I can't stand when people walk on the wrong side of the sidewalk. If you drive on the right side in your country, you should also do the same when you walk on the sidewalk. Now that's funny. Yes, chocolate Hershey. Okay, got it. Okay, you're just wrong, bro. Just people have died and some had lifelong repercussions, and the ingredients aren't good. That were in it, yes. And I think that one it had two different peppers in it. It was Carolina Reaper, and then there was another one, the other hot one. Can't remember what it is now. Either way, it was 1.5 million Scoville. And just for here, okay. Pepper Scoville chart. Okay. So let's see. A jalapeno is between 2,500, 8,000 Scoville. Okay. A Tabasco is 30,000. A habanero is 100,000 to somewhere between 100,000 to 350,000. Okay. A ghost pepper is right around 1 million. And then they say the Carolina Reaper, oh, the Trinidad Scorpion, that's what it was. There was two of them in there. The Trinidad Scorpion and the Carolina Reaper are right around 1.5 million, 1.2 to 1.5 million Scoville. That's insane. And this one had both of them in it. I'll have to go grab it. I have it at my old desk over here. Habanero is between 100,000 and 350,000, depending on, things, options. Options, I would say. You know what, though? You know what it really did, though? It burned the COVID out of me. Because at that point, I think I had COVID like 3 times. I think I had COVID by 3 times at that point. So I think it burned out any trace of COVID with that chip. So it kind of worked out for me. People just drizzles don't coat the pizza. And I like the Hot Ones TV show. Didn't we play DMZ after that? Yes, in the video. We were playing all morning at noon. That's when I decided to do it. So the video starts because I edited it I had put a timer up above it. And what I did is I actually didn't drink the entire time, but at one point I had to take a break because my stomach hurt so bad. I took a knee but I knew as soon as I left camera, you couldn't trust that I was like, I'm not eating or drinking anything. The only thing you could trust is me being on screen the entire time. So I think that's why it only showed like an hour and 40 minutes maybe. But it came with a book that if you can last a certain amount of time, then you were like the badass. And I far exceeded that. I'll grab it for you. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But yeah, after I took the chip, I was playing with Rick, Joey. Joey was in there too. It was Rick, Joey, and Peak, I think. And at one point, I felt like it was so bad that I died. I got killed. Someone came revive me, and then I got killed again. And I was like, don't revive me. Just don't revive me. Just leave me on the ground, dude. You ever try Wagyu steak? I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. You do chocolate covered pineapple if you wanted, but the overall flavor, chocolate and pineapple, sweet mushrooms, the pizzas, pasta, basic blend, then crushed Cool Ranch. Mm. Mm. Trying to wrap my head around everything you just said there, and it's not working. It's not clicking. Things aren't clicking in place. That's crazy. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Heading out of the house, I'll listen when I drive. Enjoy your sandwich. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. Wagyu steak is the juiciest cut of the steak you'll ever eat. It makes filet mignon look like rubber. I think I have. I think that was the cut of steak that the wife and I had. When we went to Mackinac Island, we went to this bougie restaurant on the island, and the wife and I got these. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. They were $100. It was market price was $100 per cut. So it was like a $300 meal, something like that. It was good. It was really good. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So yes. Can you send me some of what you smoking on? That shit breeds some creativity. I'm here for it. All right, here it is right here, guys. This is the one chip challenge. I did this in January, I want to say January of 23. So it had the, this one was called the Carolina Reaper Madness. Let's see. I thought I had both of them in it. All right. So how long can you last before you short circuit? 1 minute powerless. Here, I'll read it to you guys like this. 10 minutes powerful, 30 minutes supercharged, 1 hour invincible. And I went an hour and 40 minutes on screen. That was fucking crazy, brah. Crazy. And then I also earned a free bag of Packy chips. I did not go for those. But right here, I need to frame this. I crushed the Packy one chip challenge. And I have the video to prove it. So I'm very proud of this. It sucked. It sucked, but I got through it. I made it happen. What else is it saying here? There's a lot of different stuff on the inside. You know what I'll do? I'll take pictures of this and put it in Discord for you guys so you guys can read through it on your own there. But I thought it was 2. This one just says Carolina Reaper Madness, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's just the one pepper. But somewhere around here it tells you. Yeah. No, it is right here. It's right on the front. It says Reaper, the Reaper pepper and the Scorpion pepper. And it does turn your tongue blue. I was wrong. It's blue, not black. But yeah, there you go. That's the one I did. Very proud of that. And it came in a box that looks like a tombstone or a coffin. That was fun. But not really. Can't knock it till you try it. It sounds like a banger and is a banger. Definitely try it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm good on that. You guys are crazy, dude. You guys are crazy, man. So yeah, that was, I mean, that was 3 years ago. I did that 3 years ago. Like I still taste it. That's what I want to do. Has anybody seen the video? You were there. You didn't have to. I'm scrolling through, man. My video's buried, bruh. It's too bad. My video is buried. Oh, I need to upscale this video. Okay, here, let's watch a little bit of this. You're gonna see some familiar names in here. Okay. God damn. This is the chip right here. It's black as Nuox Soul. Here we go. Oh, this is over. This is over. Oh, God. It tastes like shit. Oh.
Your mouth is blue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna throw up.
I can't swallow it. Oh my God. Okay. We're readying it up. Oh God.
Smile for the camera.
Okay, so.
We're good.
Oh my God.
Blend it with the background. Do that.
I did. Okay, so here's. It's hot as fuck. It was. As soon as I put it in my mouth, it was just all fucking dust, and I instantly tasted it. Okay, so I could feel the heat. I could feel the heat coming off the back of my throat. Oh my God. Okay. We're good. Oh, this heat sucks. So here, minute 3 is the worst. There's still chip in my mouth, but I can't swallow it. Oh, it's so dry. Okay. Oh my God, I feel like.
Damn, it dried you out.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm trying to swallow the rest of the chip, but I can't. Oh my God, this is so hot. No, water would make it worse, dude. I'm good. It just tastes like shit.
Oh God.
All right.
We're good. You good?
I'm gonna go comms off for a second. Oh my God. Oh. It's hard to breathe. Holy shit. I feel like my senses are just like, oh, they weren't kidding about the jolt. My God. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I think I got some of my windpipe. Oh no. It's so hot. Okay, so I can barely talk to you guys. Oh my god. Oh. Thank you for the gifted subs. Oh. All right, so just so you know, I could feel it. I could feel this man's pain because watching myself go through this, I remember this. It's vivid in my memory, and I remember it's weird. I could feel it almost. I remember at this point when I said, "Oh, I think I got it in my windpipe." I had breathed in. I still had chip in the back of my. I couldn't swallow it. And when I had breathed in at some point, some of that particle went into my windpipe, and oh my god, that's when I got things got serious. That's when and I played it off pretty well, but I was personally, I was fucking nervous that I was gonna pass out because I couldn't breathe. It was really hard to breathe, and every time I was able to get some air in my lungs, it just burned. My eyes, I couldn't see anything because my eyes were so watery. It was fucked, man. But yes, I like your idea of doing. I'll take this video, crop it up a little bit, and I'll try to cut it so that when there's funny shit happening, we'll cut it down to a couple minutes maybe, and try to get some of the funny, because there are some funny moments in here where yes, you're right. Like, are you crying? I'm like, I'm just so happy the other team won. And then at some point, someone asked me if I wanted milk or something. I was like, I know, bitch. We don't have time to watch the whole thing, but I did put that up there so that people can see that I went the distance. I went the distance. How many, let's see, it's probably not as many views as it should have. 141 views. That's it. That's it, man. I went a total of an hour, just under an hour and 40 minutes on screen for you guys, but it was actually several hours before I drank anything because I'm an idiot. I'm just going to do that to see if we can get this video rolling in the algorithm again. So if you guys get a chance to go and watch this, please give me a thumbs up on this. It was a help. Maybe a little funny thing down here, which would be great. Like Mark for Life. Who we got here? We got Joey. We got Company Gaming. I forgot about that guy. Mark for Life, Cody of Trahan, and Raja Ganja. So if you guys could, that would help me out. So thank you. Thank you in advance. Ooh, triggered PTSD in my, yes, it did. God, I don't look like I've aged a day since then, huh? Like, I definitely have a better camera now. I was still on console back then. That was right before I built a PC. I think it was that summer. A couple months later, I ended up building a PC. We had done so well. I had hit partner twice. We had done so well that I was able to cobble some money together to put together a PC. I told the wife, I was like, I'm going to try not to burn through any of our savings. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, whatever I make from streaming, I'm going to put back into streaming. So, and I was able to do a lot of stuff. So it was nice. We need that. You need some milk meme. Got all excited thinking we were playing DMZ again. Work got me not paying attention. Oh, sorry to trick you. Sorry to trick you. That was not my intention. I need to make a time lapse of this. I remember you saying I'm crying. I'm so happy for the other team. Yes. Was it blue or was it green? It was blue, but it must have been like a good shade for it to be picked up on the green screen. I also had different equipment back then. I don't think anything's the same. I have a different camera, different capture card. different lighting, different green screen. So it was probably just the way that I had it set up. But yeah, it was blue. You know he's in pain when he enters a room and needs a gun, but does not loot the bag in front of him. Yo, I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus at all. All I could think about is my insides were burning. Like, did I just eat a chip or did I drink bleach? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm dying here. I'm dying in front of all these people. This is not good. Should definitely have more. Thank you for the gifted subs. Yes. You're getting me unscripted, with zero focus, but knowing the camera's on me and that I have to prevail. So I don't even remember a lot of what I was doing or saying or anything like. Some of the things I do remember only because after the fact people brought it to my attention, or when I was editing the video I was like, oh yeah, okay. But it's all kind of a blur. After that chip went in my mouth and when we went in, it just, everything after that's a blur. I remember Rick laughing at me a lot. I do remember Rick laughing a lot, but other than that, it's all kind of a blur. Louis, there he is. Yeah, dude, let's go. Thank you, brother. I was actually able to get other people that don't really give a shit about my stream, that don't really care about video games or anything, like family members and some people, to actually watch some of this just because I was doing the one chip challenge, and they thought it was hilarious. They thought it was hilarious. But yeah, that's luckily for me, these things have been outlawed. So I'll never be forced to do one again. But Little Hog, again, thank you so much, man, for making me step out of my comfort zone and do something stupid. I owe Little Hog a lot over the years of streaming. He's been here since just about day one. He got me to do this. He got me to play Naquan Last Paradise, which damn you and thank you at the same time. What did we pepper spray you? Okay, this isn't Jackass. This isn't Jackass. Didn't somebody eat pepper spray? Didn't they spray it on a sandwich or something and then try to eat it? Oh, I don't know about eating it, ingesting it, but having it in your face is bad enough. Cinnamon challenge next? Nah, I'm good on that, dude. Those are just stupid. It's not even a challenge because everybody knows what's going to happen. Like the outcome's the same, so it's not really a challenge. This is a challenge. Can you withstand the heat? The cinnamon, that's nothing. Like, we all know you're not going to be able to swallow it, and you're just going to be coughing up cinnamon and throwing up. Same thing with, can you drink a gallon of milk and hold it down? No, no, it's not a challenge, man. This is the challenge. Tide Pod challenge? It's all yours, brother. It's all yours. I did the chip just for the meme and I failed. My brother-in-law said he had done it. Him and his sister had broke the chip in half and they nibbled on it. That was the problem. You got to eat it all at once. You can't nibble on it because you're never going to take another bite again. Once it hits you, that's it. You're done, right? So you have to do the whole thing. But he said that they nibbled on it and they didn't last 2 or 3 minutes. It was immediate. Like they were like going for the drinks and ice, mouthful of ice and shit like that. I'm like, bro, I trooped it out, man. Get him to play Tarkov. Oh man. I told you skydiving, but you have to stream it. Yes, I will. That's on my bucket list. I do want to skydive at some point. But I don't think I'll be able to stream it necessarily. I mean, if I was a big time streamer and people fucking knew who I was, then yeah, absolutely. But I mean, there's not a lot of businesses that are okay with content creators and shit like that. They're just annoyances, and I agree. There's so many. How many times you walked into a grocery store and you see some fucking person with a camera doing a video in the middle of a grocery store, or it just go away, go someplace else. And I don't want to be the guy that's doing that. Hey, I have special cameras and I got to stream this and you guys got to do this and that. No, what I'll do is I'll record it with a GoPro or something from a couple different angles, and then I'll put the footage up for you guys. But streaming is probably never going to happen. But I'll do it. Damn it. I would love to do that. Those were the days. I miss those days. They were fun. Anybody else here try the one chip challenge? Rick James said that he went to some bar in Detroit or the metro area, the Detroit area, and they did the one chip rim on the glass for like a certain drink. There was a one chip drink that they did, and it was kind of a spicy drink, but then they crushed up the one chip and they put it on the rim. And he said that was hot as shit. He couldn't finish the drink, and I can only imagine. Only imagine. The wife that took off, she was nice enough to make me, what is this, pastrami? She made me a pastrami sandwich with, and then she's got to get the little extras in there. She got the little mandarin oranges. So we'll be tearing into that here in a few minutes. Where'd she get bread from? Oh, she pulled it out of the freezer and tried to thaw it real quick. All right, we might not be eating that. Hell no. Hell no. That's for stupid people like me. Fuck no. I've seen some hood videos and motherfuckers be crying, chugging chocolate milk. I saw one where this lady tricked her boyfriend. I don't know if it was staged. I mean, it's hard to tell if things are staged nowadays. Whatever. Everyone's an actor. She opened up a bag of Doritos or something and she dropped it in there. And then he got in the car with her. It was all, because that's the best recording studios in your car. And he grabs the bag from her and he just starts mowing on chips. And you see him, he's not paying attention. He just grabs that and he sticks it in there and he's like, ugh! She's laughing at him and shit. I couldn't sabotage somebody with something like that. That's too much. That crosses a line that I'm not comfortable with. I mean, I know it works for some people. You might have a friendship where you can but I wouldn't do that to my wife, dude. There's no way. I wouldn't do any. That's harmful, and I wouldn't do that. I mean, I might sneak some Tabasco sauce or something a little hot in like her food or something. But the one chip is extreme. That's extreme. That person needs consent. That's just me. Beat down. I'll even be your Sherpa, and Hog can be your bodyguard, and we'll get Josh in there to be the bullet sponge. See you the goat. Faux show. Thank you, Louie. I appreciate you, brother. I'm watching. Not only was I watching the video here and enjoying, I should have been eating my sandwich, but I was so enthralled in what was going on. I do miss DMZ. I do miss it. It was a lot of fun. It was a great time. We had so much fun doing this every day. I would stream for 5 to 8 hours. I was here every day at 9 o'clock. I was ready to rock and roll. I had a lot of time, but that was fun. Me. That was. But we had a game to fire up every day and play. And that's kind of what's missing nowadays is that I just don't have, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but we had a guaranteed game every day. And I was so excited to wake up every day and jump back into the game. So much fun. Yeah, I saw a few pranks with it. Hot peppers like Dumb and Dumber. Yeah. I mean, the hot peppers are, a little habanero or even a jalapeno for some of these weaklings. That's funny. But the one chip, that's extreme. I would like to see some competitive hot sauce shots. What do you mean, like a shot of hot sauce? Two people sit down and go shot for shot, slowly increasing the Scoville. Oh, I'm good on that. Yeah, you're just filling your stomach with. I'd rather have a little bit of like a dusting of chip in my stomach than to have actual hot liquid rolling around in there. I'm good. But if you want to set something up like that, I'll be more than happy to stream it for you. I'm all over it, dude. Now you got to be thinking about skydiving as well. That'd be fun. Skydiving stream would be cool. Okay, so I got to write this down. When I get done here, I have a couple other things I got to do, but I need to do a I need to do a time lapse for the one chip. I'll do a time lapse video. If I get a time to do it this weekend, we're gonna be so busy. Oh, and Honda asked, it put in Discord. I don't know if anybody saw this. Honda wants to put together a squad for Gray Zone. Is anybody else up for that? Anybody else want to play some Gray Zone before we get the 0.4 release? I know I'm gonna go back in there and play a little bit and probably do some video, capture some footage, because the game's gonna change completely on Friday. So I want to kind of have another record, and I try to do this every time they do an update, is try to get some footage before they update and then to compare it back and forth. That way I have video of every time they did up to the 1.0 release, which will probably be 2 years from now. But I definitely want to get back in there and play that. So if anyone's interested, please let me know. And PUBG video for Monday. You guys have all seen the one that I did. I Still Believe. You guys ever see the I Still Believe PUBG video I did? It was fun putting that together. I found a lot more footage after I did that video, and while I was doing it, I just couldn't squeeze in there. So I mean, it's time for another one. It's been I think I made that a year ago, maybe longer than that now. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna check one more time and see. I'm gonna say, hold on, let's see if it's ready to. No, it's not. Okay. Some of you guys are saying later today. I'm gonna say Monday. I don't think this game's gonna be updated until Monday. That's my guess. I'm still bummed that Naquan's not. They should have just released it as early access. I would have loved to just stay playing that game. Okay, so once again, DedSec Solos is live now and has been for a couple days, and Blackout Solo was yesterday or today. Just clarification for the channel. Hit the Quan. Raekwon the Chef. That's how I remember the name of the game. Raekwon. Big Wu-Tang guy here. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Oh, man. All right. Conversation is run dry, man. News from Gray Zone Warfare. Spearhead details revealed. Dev stream on VOD. Okay, so the one that was yesterday. Did anybody watch the dev stream yesterday? I didn't watch it. I was gonna stream it, but I was so busy. Mark for life, you're crazy, dude. All right. What's next? Making some notes while I think about it. Check out Prominence Poker. It's free. What'd I do? I quote, Mark for life. This video saved my family in real life, so thank you, 8-pound, 6-ounce baby Jesus. We will thumbs up and heart that motherfucker. Thank you. Those are the kinds of comments I need on my videos. I think that would help the algorithm push me to the forefront there instead of burying me behind. I have before I say something incorrect. Let me just verify here for myself. I have 1.5 thousand subscribers, 1550, and I have 1,700 videos on YouTube. I think my content's getting buried somewhere. I don't know why. I don't know. $1,700 videos. Anyhow. Hell yeah. All right. What is okay? So before I end stream here, what is everyone playing this weekend? Just curious. I need to put out like a poll. Manic Nomads poll. Gotta go run and meet this guy. So I will see you on Monday. Okay. Have a good one, man. Penguin's playing Valorant. There's probably going to be a lot of RE9. Ink and Skin is playing some new 90s Rewind game, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. I was watching him stream it yesterday and the day before, I believe, 2 days. I like that. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if I'd buy it and play it because I mean, Roadside Research is as much sim as I want to play right now. I think I'm good there. But I think that one's pretty cool. So I know that one's kind of a popular one right now. Smokey's gonna be playing some Gray Zone. Reckless playing some War Thunder. Rowdy Joe's gonna be playing Tarkovich. And I'm going to be a maintenance man over the weekend, so I won't be playing any games, unfortunately. Kind of bums me out. But oh well, that's what we do here. Not working. That's not working. Will this work? Let's see. I didn't know this guy still streamed. I'll be damned. Okay. I think we're gonna raid somebody. Let's raid Drooby Doobie. This guy is we used to play PUBG together back in the day, I think. It's been a few years. He is fishing right now. Anybody want to watch some Friday afternoon fishing? He's out there getting some fish. He's the only one in my friends list that's streaming right now. Anyhow. Let's do it. That's right. All right, guys, I'm going to end my stream right now. It is 12:30. I got a shit ton of stuff I got to get done. I will be here Monday. Monday is, again, Monday's going to be PUBG 9-year anniversary. The PUBG's been out on PC. So I'm going to try my hardest to get a video put together, just something kind of celebrate that. And then maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything. I don't want to promise anything. Okay. But we'll do that. Let's go raid Drooby of Doobie Doo. He's out there fishing right now. Say hi. Be on your best behavior. Come with. There we go. Raid is starting in 7, 5, 3, 1. All right, guys, everyone have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you Monday. Peace out.